30 and 30 is back with the mad scientist, Tyler Metcalf. Today, we're dipping back in Metcalf to the Arkansas faithful. They love us. They want more. And we had one more prospect we needed to talk about. Yes, it's the Darius Acuff episode. So, Metcalf, Darius Acuff listed at 6'3", 190 by Arkansas. Really talented point guard prospect. One that's generated a lot of buzz in the ranks. ESPN had him at 7. 247 Sports had him at 5. He's been a big time name. He was the 2025 Allen Iverson National Player of the Year. Anytime you get an award with Allen Iverson thrown in it, real AI, it carries some weight. So what do fans need to know about Darius Acuff? Anytime there's a big time guard prospect, it's going to get a lot of attention and a lot of curiosity from draft fans, scouts, evaluators, basketball sickos. So where are you at with Darius Acuff? What do fans need to know about him?
Yeah, and I was bamboozled on this video. I was told it was the Billy Richmond hour. I guess we're gonna save that for a different.
That's private stuff. Day. That's for the late night stuff, the night shift.
No, but Acuff has a lot of hype and excitement and intrigue surrounding him, and rightfully so. There's a lot of really, really fun stuff to his game, and I think what I get the most excited about is just his ability to kind of play that true point guard role. And like when we look at his 14 games with IMG in his senior year, a 1.74 assist to turnover ratio with a turnover rate of just 11.6 is really impressive stuff. And just the way that he can run an offense, he looks so comfortable all the time. There's some nitpicks and stuff that I want to see him improve significantly in that realm, but I think we'll get there. But just the comfort that he has on ball and the versatility and effectiveness with his scoring, 74th percentile in points per possession as a pick and roll ball handler, 74th percentile in transition, 80th in isolation. He's just so comfortable with the ball in his hand that it's like, oh, this is more of that traditional point guard that we grew up watching all the time.
He's been one, I got to see him at Nike Hoop Summit. I know a lot of these guys, we got to see in person. That's why we love that event. But when I first saw him, I was kind of just cooling on him. And it's not because that I get really patient with evaluating guards because it takes
specifically point guards,
because it's one of the hardest things, not just jumping to the NBA level. It's hard just going up in competition. It takes a little bit of time to get your feet wet, figure it out. So I'm always the most patient with that position. And when I first saw him, he struggled shooting it a little bit, but I was like, man, there's good size. There's good stuff. I like the feel. And that's made me go back and watch him and further look into the tape. And the more I watch Darius Acuff, the more I get excited, the more I get intrigued, and the more I can see a path. Just quickly, let's run through his stats. At IMG Academy, per synergy, 25.4 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.1 steals on 43.4, 31.9, 75.3. Those are solid splits, especially when you're putting up that type of volume, when you're putting up those types of numbers. Obviously, I'd love you to be shooting 40% from 3, but that's a solid place to start for a guard. So what I want to keep seeing this year is just the 3-point shot. Obviously, the in-between game. What does it look like when you're finishing? But I think with watching, Arkansas's Pro Day and seeing that, he's making some plays as a passer that have really impressed me, Metcalf. So what is the biggest area for you this year that you want to see improvements, or you want to see if it's really taking that next step?
Yeah, and the two big ones for me are the speed of decision making and processing speed. He sees the floor really well. He's a really accurate and creative passer. But there are also a lot of times where it's like, all right, you've had the ball in your hands for 20 seconds. Like, we get off of it. Like, trust that it's going to come back to you. And maybe that was just the team context, because at that Arkansas Pro Day, it already looked improved. Like, he was getting off the ball, relocating, having to come back to him on the second side, and maybe playing with other high-level on-ball creators like a DJ Wagner, Billy Richmond, Malik Thomas. Maybe that just alone will make that transition for him even easier, because then I do think that he has a lot of off-ball complementary stuff that he can bring to the table too, where playing him with those other guards isn't going to be as clunky as maybe we initially thought. Now, he doesn't move a whole lot off ball in terms of relocation or cutting or stuff like that. That can hopefully get coached into him and, just become a normal habit for him. But specifically when we look at the shot, the difference between his pull-up shooting and his shooting off the catch is light years apart. Now, the sample size on these is a little different, but on his 36 3-point attempts off the catch, he shot 41.7% at IMG. That's really encouraging. On his 80 off the dribble, 27.5%. So I think some of that is shot selection, but if he's able to be in the high 30s shooting off the catch, spotting up, that makes his malleability long term way more feasible and just makes him way more effective as a creator, because now defenders can't close out short, they're closing out long, and now he's able to get into the defense and utilize that scoring touch around the rim, around floaters, or that those playmaking capabilities to set up rim runners or kick out to shooters on the perimeter. So those are the two big ones for me.
Look, this is one that some people out there think this could be one of the top guard prospects. Some people say, hey, he's right there with Michael Brown. I think Darius has a lot of buzz and a lot of hype generating. Mm-hmm. It's one also that I think that hype's cooled a little bit and shifted to Michael Brown at Louisville. And if Darius hits the ground running, I think we're quickly going to, that one's on fire again. So yeah. There's a lot of good stuff with his game. I think it's just how quickly does everything come together and come on and get on the right path. Or are we going to be like, hey, for this stretch of games, the playmaking's really looked great. Now he's starting to get a little hot. Can we consistently get everything together? I think that's what I want to see this year. And I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but I think he's going to be a really strong prospect to start the year that you're just like, hey, what's next? And then all of a sudden, if things keep falling into place, we might look up at the end of the season and be like, ooh, that was a heck of a year for Darius. Like, he's ready for that leap. Any last thoughts about Darius Acuff? I know Arkansas fans are pumped about hearing from us, but is there anything else with his game that you're like, I haven't been able to really bring it to the table. I'm still trying to, let this one season, but is there anything else you're excited or worried about with his game?
Yeah, just on the defensive end, when he's directly engaged in the play and, especially defending in isolation, he's strong. Like I think you said he's listed at 190. But I feel like he plays bigger than that. Mm-hmm. My bigger concern is just the screen navigation. He has no idea how to get around him, dies on him, takes really wide arcs. He should be better than that. And once he locks that in, while also improving as that off-ball guy. Again, I'm not trying to move him entirely off-ball, but given their team context and what he'll be asked to do in the NBA, playing with multiple ball handlers, it just makes life easier for him, his translation, his pathway to minutes and impact. It just makes it easier. So once those two things come around, and he definitely has lottery upside. It's just how quickly is he going to reach it?
Yeah, because we're learning quickly with the back, the backcourt position. You have to be able to play both roles. You got to be able to play off ball a little bit when you're, changing up, assignments and everything. So I think it's not saying like, oh, he can't handle the rock or anything. It's like, no, you just got to learn how to play away from the ball. You got to do the little things. So I'm with you. I think there's definite lottery upside, maybe even like top 10 solid, but it's just how quickly can everything develop and what type of versatility are we looking at as a floor general? So, all right, another one down. We're really getting close to closing this beast out, Metcalf. But 30 and 30, which is 30 prospects, 30 days. Me and Metcalf giving one prospect each day for the draft sickos out there, the basketball fans, to get excited about before the start of draft season, aka college basketball, is officially back. Make sure you guys check out the No Ceilings NBA YouTube channel every single day. We'll have a new prospect that we're talking about, new video breakdowns, as well as the other podcasts out there. Check out NoCeilingsNBA.com for written articles. We're opening the floodgates soon. Big year. Very excited. Thank you guys all for the support. We'll see you next time.